Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. This is the Stephane Alfano interview. This is someone who I've been wanting to do this interview for a long time, and I'm very, very happy that I got Stephane Alfano here with me in Portugal. So stay for this one, you're gonna love it. We got this.
Hey.
Stephane Alfano.
Hello.
Why do I have you in Portugal?
Because right now I have a house in Portugal, so I will come a long time here. It's already maybe 5 times I am in Albufeira, so in Algarve in the south, and I love the place. They have a lot of spots of street skating and also some few skate park, and I already meet some local people, and voila, why this is I am in Portugal right now.
Yeah, you met my friends. I used to live in the south for 5 years.
Okay.
That used to be my home. I love the south. The guys that you met, Elio, Marcio. You haven't met Goya yet.
Exactly.
But you're gonna love them. Okay, so for everyone watching this is a big one. It's a big one, and I'm gonna be very open with everyone. I already had like a little chat, let's put it that way, with Stephane. And the truth is, there's a lot of people with opinions about Stephane Alfano, and I'm very happy that it chose my platform to be able to speak about those things that happened in the past, and maybe to justify or to actually talk about some of the things that happened. But before we start touching on the problem for some people, let's really talk about how did you got into skating? How old are you?
First, thank you very much for welcoming me, to contact me, to invite me to have this interview. It's a big honor for me. I appreciate. So, merci Ricardo.
How do I say you're welcome in
Bienvenue.
Bienvenue? Bem-vindo in Portuguese.
Bienvenido. Bienvenido. So, rollerblading, how I started?
Yes, but before that, how old are you?
How old? I have 37 years right now.
Still a baby.
Exactly. More strong than ever.
I can see. But how did you got into it? How old were you when you first had contact with skates? At all? Like, I'm not talking about just ramps, like with skates.
With skate, I start in my home because my mom buys some skate to me at 11 years old. It was maybe in 1998, something like this.
Okay.
And they have a new skate park in my town. And
what is that town?
Fréjus City in the south of France, in La Costa.
Okay.
And my brother already have a skateboarding and go there. And in family, we like do sports. We do a lot of sports. And so my mom decided to buy me some roller skating for me. I enjoy, like do some good things, like adrenaline.
And you started right away on the skate park?
Yes, in the first week I go on the skate park.
But did you know how to skate at all?
No, I fall a lot. Yeah, because they have a small fun box, maybe 1 meter higher, with a big flat race, maybe 20 meter, and a quarter pipe.
No, 20 meter? Like what?
The longer.
Flat. 2 meters or 20?
20. Well, it was already good, like a big rails with a wave,
with a big rail. Okay.
A big flat rails. And then the fun box in the middle, like 1 meter, and the quarter pipe. I start with the fun box, do okay. First the banks, first the courbe, and then I try the quarter pipe, but not good. I fall hard, and I waiting the day after for come back and do again.
And was this
at 11?
Was this your first sport that you started doing, or you did other sports like gymnastics? Or
I did judo first, like the fight sports. I did this one.
Did you compete on it?
No. I stopped at maybe 1 or 2 years. I was like it, but maybe too much rules for me. And
we'll talk about the rules after.
Then I go to handball and also soccer. And some other small sports I don't really remember, maybe ping pong también.
Yeah.
And when I do roller skating, I find the good option in the sports to take off my power a little bit.
I can't understand. That was in 98.
Yes.
In 2001, I went to the ASA amateurs in Paris at the skate park Roller Avenue. That was, in my opinion back then, I thought that was my opportunity to turn pro. And I always say the same, that I used to skate better in 2000 and 2001, that no one knew me, that when people knew me. It's the truth. It's just like, but I was this guy. I live in the same town. I came back to the same town where you are right now. I was better at that time. And I remember going there and seeing two French kids with Salomon skates.
Yeah, possible.
And they completely destroyed. But you're telling me that you started in 98. That was 3 years later.
Yes, and in 2001, I was qualified. I go to, they have also ASA amateur stop in Milano, in Italy.
Yes.
Or Rome, I don't know, maybe Rome.
Rome was before, and then the Roller Park Avenue was after.
Exactly. And in Rome, I have... I do the qualification. I was on the top 5, maybe first or second qualified. And then the day after, because raining, they changed the planning. And I was alone to my hotel, very young, so don't take too much the information. Go at the skate park. And the competition was already dead. So I lost my qualification in Italia.
So you had to go for the Roller Park Avenue?
Yeah, exactly. I need a second chance.
And then did you win?
No, I think I just make some top 5.
Okay. Was you and for the other people, for people who were thinking?
Romain Godner or...
No, the other person was Anthony Avella.
Anthony Avella, for sure. Like a good best friend of me. I start and I travel a lot with him. He's like a little bit more higher than me, 3 years. And he bring me to a lot of places at this time. I can say thank you to him also. Yeah, Anthony.
Anthony Avella is... That was my first time ever seeing someone properly skating ramps. And again, I've been in Lausanne before. This was like 3 years after the World Championships that I've been in Lausanne. 4. I was in 97 in Lausanne. But what I've seen in Lausanne in 97 and what I've seen at the Roller Park Avenue amateur competition for ASA was completely different. Okay. What you guys were doing is...
At what time did you start the rollerblading?
Me, I started skating in 83. I was 2.5 years old. I started roller skating first. I did speed skating.
Yes.
And then when I was 15, it was 90. I started inline skating with speed skates in 94. Okay. And in 95, I was seeing people jumping curbs on TV and thinking, I can do that. Why are those people on TV and I'm not?
Exactly.
So
why not?
Yeah, I started, but it was different because like I had a long background in skating, and that's why I'm like so in awe with how quickly you picked it up. So that's why I was trying to understand if you had any gymnastics background or anything.
Exactly. I did just trampoline in the, when you go to the attraction park at the night. When you have people playing, I just go, have fun on the trampoline for practice my flip and my cross screw, but for fun with friends, But that was already after skating, right? So you started skating and you started playing with that after? Yes. Okay. They help me for learn. I go also to the swimming pool. I try to find a lot of options to
get better physically.
To get better and to learn.
Do you think even if you were very much a kid, do you think that your martial arts background, even as a kid, may have helped you with skating? Because I know that the martial arts person learned to fall.
What is the martial?
Like the martial arts, like judo. Judo is a martial art.
For sure.
You learn to fall.
Yeah.
You learn to.
I always think in my head how to fall with judo because it's one of sports you learn to fall.
Yeah, but it's different. For anyone watching this, I studied sports science, and one of the disciplines that I had in university was judo. And it's funny that a lot of people don't know, but in judo, when you fall, you want to spread as much as you can, because if you fall completely opened, you are spreading the impact through the whole body.
Exactly.
And when you fall on one elbow only, you take all the impact. But if you fall on, that's why people open, that's why it's so loud. It's bah, because everything hits the floor.
Exactly.
But I don't see you in skating like that.
Yeah, but also when I learn tricks, I have make the idea I need to learn to fall before to landing. Then I take time to fall for know how to don't fall hard. So I take a lot of time, and then I go to the tricks when I learn skating. But today is different.
Okay, so you told me you started in Fréjus?
Yes.
City. Is that a city from Romanabrat too?
It's close to, but he start over there. The city is Draguignan. It's like 15 minutes, but he comes skating in Fréjus.
Okay, so you started in Fréjus. You had a fun box. You had a rail. You then had a quarter pipe that you started using later. What was your first trick that you remember starting to do, like that you were like proud of?
Maybe just a jump, like a mute grab, all the fun box, because the défi, the challenge was to landing, to jump all the fun box. So first, my challenge was this, to make a clean tricks all over the fun box. And after, maybe I start to make some grind, small grind, and for sure happy for the first soul, because I start with soul grind. And for sure, I try already after the 180 or the 360.
Souls over front sides?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually, this is something that I'm not sure if it's because of the time that you started or not, but I see a lot of skaters that will put a soul grind on a down rail, and you're one of those. I see you doing a lot of top soul and soul on really big spots before you do a front side or a back side.
Yes, it's like a safe tricks for me. I control these tricks because I did 1,000 times in my life. Yeah. So I trust myself, and I know if I believe in me before jump on the spot, I will do it because I have did a lot.
Very interesting. Maybe if you started like 3 years before or 4, you would have the front side more. Maybe. Like I love souls, and I used to do a lot of soul tricks on rails, but there was a time that the soul would sometimes come after a back savannah. As weird as it is, I would do a back savannah before a soul because I was scared of the soul.
Yeah, the unity was good on test, before. Also.
Anyway, it's
the balance, I think.
And when do you remember doing your first flip or your first flat spin? Because the flat spin was the trick that the Frenchies had. I'm sorry I'm calling you a Frenchie, but there was a time that I remember when I went to Lausanne in 97.
Wilfried Rossignol is a good example.
We'll speak about Wilfried because Wilfried was when I went. No, it's all good. When I went to Roller Park Avenue in France, and I've seen Wilfried Rossignol skating the mini ramp in the back.
Okay.
I have never seen anyone skating like that.
He was a good skater for mini ramp, for flat spin. This is one of example for me.
I'm even talking about coping. I've never seen anyone doing at that time, like he was doing true topsoul, 360 true topsoul, but like every time. It was for me.
With a strong style.
Yes. Proper.
Exactly.
One of the best skaters ever. But
the first flat spin?
Yeah.
It was also in Fréjus, and when they changed the skate park, more bigger, look like a normal fun box. And I already have some video on internet I have shared where I was on the red short with no t-shirt. It was not this day, it was a few years before, but it's on this fun box, and I tried a flat spin. And at this time I was with Anthony Avella, and the first flat spin I also look on the magazine, it was some interview of him in Crazy Roller. We can see a nice flat spin 360 mute, so high, and I say I won't do these tricks. And very difficult, because you must find the balance to not go in backflip and not stay in normal 360.
So you did the backflip before the flat spin?
I think yes. I'm not sure. It's a long time.
I think it would be like it has to do with the era that you were doing it. Because if you were in the late 90s maybe the flat spin would come first. But basically backflips came before the flat spins. The flat spin was a bit of an off axis.
For sure, yeah. But I think we try back. Depends. Some people cannot do backflip. Me, I cannot do front flip. Front flip and misty flip is something.
You can't, or you overspin?
I try. I don't know the way.
Really?
Yeah, I try 5-10 times, and after I say no, c'est bon. I get the flat spin, the corkscrew. I would like to do the Misty because I love to watch.
So
people
everything
do.
that it's going forward, you don't get it. I used to when I first started skating. I've seen it once on TV. Someone doing a front flip. A guy from the north of Portugal. His name is Gonçalo Pinheiro. I think that was his name. And I used to be a huge fan of this guy. I never said it, but anyway, I used to see that guy doing front flips. Oh, I want to do that. So what I did is, I didn't have the ramp, so I put like a door that I found in the streets over a curb, over a curb, like a little curb, and that has the grass on the other side.
No way.
So I started doing front. That's how I started doing front flips,
Nice.
and I learned it front
Good
flips
idea.
like that. And then I actually started doing front flips on ramps, and for a couple of years I did it up until the day that I overspin. And when I overspin and hit my face,
too much spin.
from that day I have never done a front flip anymore. It's just extremely.
This fall is like the most scary I was think. This is for that also me. I'm not feel good with the front flip. I prefer fall in the back. And
Because the back flip you see it before you're
before
coming down and you
landing.
see it. You ask Elio, your friend Elio from Albufeira.
See.
Ask him what
Okay.
happened with the front flip. He's gonna tell you.
We will talk about this.
And so you did your first flat spin. Like how long? Your first flip.
I think less than 1 year. I learned quickly the rollerblading because I started at 98, and 4 years after, in 2001, I traveled and I was qualified for the final ASC Amateur Championship in Dallas.
Yeah, we will get there. Okay. So in 1 year you were already doing
Some flip,
all that stuff.
but skating a lot, like every week and maybe every day.
And your first competition?
Oof.
Was it in Fréjus? Was it like a local or national or what?
No, I think it was in Cagnes-sur-Mer, a city close to Fréjus. Like
Cagnes? Isn't that like where they make the cinema festival?
they have the Festival of Cannes, and the city closer is like Cagnes on the beach, Cagnes-sur-Mer.
Okay.
A smaller, they have a local skateboarder make an indoor skate park, and they organize at this time a competition with a nice ramp inside, all in wood. And this is where I make the first competition. I
Did
go
you
with
won?
friend. I don't remember the
He didn't. If you would won, he would remember. I'm telling you
so
that.
long time, and right now I did a lot. So
He did not won. If you would win, you will.
I'm sincere. I'm honest.
Okay. We will see. We will speak about
We'll see. For the moment.
For the moment.
Until now.
No, okay. So there's a couple of videos on the internet about you with some competitions and some stuff. I found one which is, I don't know if it was edited by you, but it has a lot of footage from you, and it says that you were an amateur national champion
Okay. Yes.
in 2001.
Yes. Exactly.
French amateur,
Yes.
and in 2002 French pro. Was that it?
Exactly. Yes. I did also the European Championship in Lausanne.
Okay.
It was not official, but it was the European.
Yeah, we haven't been having any of that up until now. There was
Exactly.
never a real world champion. Only now, World Skate officialized that stuff.
It's official sport from
Yes.
people and
Yes.
yes.
So only now, because every like we used to call Lausanne the World Championships, but we called it whatever. I think it's
Exactly.
It is what
Can
it is.
do everyone what we want.
I've been a world champion. I made a world champion here, world championship here yesterday. So
Okay.
I was the
Nice.
only competitor. So anyway, so and then in the same year, 2002, you qualified for pro
Exactly.
in France, and you went to the US, right?
Yes, I traveled a lot during 2-3 years. The French Federation helped me at this time.
Oh, okay, so they helped you when you
Yes.
won. When you got qualified, we don't remember if you won or not in Paris, but when you qualified, you went to the US. That was Dallas
Dallas first time. They bring me there.
amateur competition.
Amateur competition.
I was at that park.
You was there. They have a few nice people. They have Brian Aragon, the same years.
I know.
Jeff Stockwells, Chris Affey, and a few more. I don't remember all the name, but they have. And we was 100 people because they make a competition all over the world and they take the top 5.
That skate park that they built right now Right now, it's not there anymore, but right next to it, it's like an indoor one. Maybe you've seen Chad Ornish doing a backside on a roof and jumping back into the ramp.
Don't remember.
I'll show
In
it.
USA?
I'll show you. Yeah, no, it's in the USA. Yes, it's right next. It's in Dallas, right next to that park.
Okay.
That park that you said, I think that's the
It's
one
not
in pros.
Yes.
Jaron Grob won.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you won the amateur one.
With the big starter,
Yeah.
fun box, and a lot of ramp everywhere.
Yeah.
Very big.
I think that was the one that Cameron Carr did, the big gap to disaster.
Exactly. Aaron Feinberg also did some back fast slide so fast on some jump to rail. Was also crazy because backside fast slide at this time was new.
Was that the first time that Brian Aragon saw you?
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard some stuff about Brian Aragon saying that you're the best transition skater ever.
We was friends. We didn't talk too much because I was not speaking good English and I was in my world a little bit at this time for competition. We're gonna talk about this later. But yeah, I respect a lot Brian Aragon.
He's back into skating too.
Nice. It's a
Is
good
that
news.
why you got back into skating now?
For sure. Why I'm back to skating is a lot of because I saw the video of Julian Kudo. And he sent me a message a few times during I stopped skating to try to push me and come to the summer because they have family in Fréjus, so we meet and we skate together. They keep me on the way because when I stopped skating, I was not sure to come back about some reason. Maybe we can talk later about this. And also about Diego Guilou, one of the best friends of me. They talk very good, and we saw him 2 months ago in Valencia, the European Championship. And he took time to listen to me and to talk to me, and I was needed because my head needed to fix it. And I'm very happy because right now I feel very happy. I love rollerblading.
You think you're in a good space now?
I think I'm on a good space and is all the way up. I will not stop it. I trust myself.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see.
You know, like sometimes, I wouldn't say I won't stop it. Sometimes we need to stop things in order for things to go, as you said, all the way up.
For everything in the life.
Yeah, it's
for
like
sure.
if I'm going up a mountain, if I don't stop and rest,
Good example.
I will not be able to get to the top.
See.
Sometimes you need to stop. I myself, for a couple of years, I was never away from skating, but in my head, I thought that I couldn't skate anymore because for me, skating was doing. I think you met me at that time. For me, skating was doing a certain type of rails that every time that I would fall, I would get hurt.
Exactly.
So that was the skating for me, and my body couldn't take it anymore. So it took me a couple years and starting to ride a bike and hit shit on the bike all the time. But it took me a couple of years and moving to a different continent to understand that I need to adapt to a different type of skating. While you are back, you don't seem to adapt to anything, but we will get there because you seem to be crazier than you were before. But we will get.
Me too. I'm shocked.
We will get there. Good. So after Dallas, you won in Dallas, the new amateur world champion.
See, it was a big pleasure for me because I was close to go there because the flight, some organization before was a little bit complicated because I was very younger. I was 16 years out of 15, so I need to make some paper because I go with people, not with my family. And already go there, do the competition, and I learned everything. And I was have a good line, and the line make the way to maybe go first place. And the people was so good. But before go there, I training 3 months. 3 months in Roller Park Avenue. I go 4 days a week, do rollerblading with protection, with paper. I need to do this, because in America, the people do this. So, Stephane, you must to learn better. I learned 1080. Just training, like up level.
Oh, so you started doing 1080 consistently before
exactly, but I didn't have it at this time. I just have it the 900, so I don't take the risk in Dallas to.
But you were doing 540 true spin topsail.
Exactly. Yeah.
In the line.
I think yes. But yes, after the spine, or maybe not. Just a little topside solo.
I think it was. Wasn't it on that competition that you were doing like a? It's not really on the quarter pipe. It was like a transfer.
The blue one, maybe. Yeah. That was the Gravity Games.
Okay, that was after. We'll get there too.
After the time.
Okay, so You became world champion. At this time, were you making any money for skating?
Not really. I just have Salomon then contact me for help me for have a skate because I was on Salomon skate. Anthony Avella also was on Salomon skate, donc they talk with the manager and I make maybe 6 or 8 months with Salomon. One travel in Palavas-les-Faux.
Did you had like a salary with Salomon?
No,
Never?
Too young. Enfin, the people don't. They say you amateur team. Yes.
Well, Aaron Feinberg was on Salomon when he was 15 and 16.
Well,
sorry.
he win the X game.
Well,
But
you became the new amateur world champion, and there was a lot of people that was none of that. And at that time, you had a clean image.
For sure. I was young and love rollerblading.
Clean slate,
passion,
there was nothing there.
Don't do something crazy.
What do you mean about crazy things?
What can I talk about crazy?
What do you mean about crazy things? That's what I'm saying.
Do a big tricks in skate park. No, big transfer. No, I did like maybe Giorgio Jacobi. When I meet him at Winter Clash and I go talk to him.
We'll get there too. We'll get there. No, but
I
I'm
don't
talking
think
about
it's good, but voilà,
no,
that's the past.
Okay, yeah.
And we already talked.
Yeah, we'll speak about Yo-Yo. We'll talk about
crazy thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about those things. Were you ever into to alcohol, or were you ever into drugs?
I don't like alcohol. So I don't drink too much. I like just drink a glass of wine or a cocktail with friends. I have started to smoke. That was not good for me.
Cigarettes or weed?
Cigarette and weed.
Okay.
And because a lot of people in this world smoking this kind of shit.
It's
sometimes can be good because it take you like a relaxed time after the session and you don't feel too much the fall.
Yeah.
But it's something bad for sure. I'm sure about this is because when you do one time, it's difficult to control yourself. You will do every day or every morning or every night. Enfin, it's my situation.
You still do it?
No, I stopped 3 months ago.
Okay.
I'm so happy about this because when I stopped, I was in Albufera. And I have only my skate for do something because when you smoke, you stay home. It depends the mentality. Because before I do rollerblading, so I do a lot of things. But when I stop rollerblading, I only go working with my family company in the car and go back home and smoke. I was a people like a zombie. And don't go out, don't meet people, do nothing, like eat a little bit. So I was start to feeling, and my mom also speak to me, say, Stephane, be careful, you will finish to the hospital, a doctor, if you do this, blah, 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 blah. You lost everything in your body. And I was start to thinking to change my life, to find a new passion, or maybe go back to the rollerblading. And when I was to Albufera 3 months ago, the 10th September, I take my skate and I go to the skate park in Albufera in the concrete. I skating 15 minutes with my dog. I was like, wow, difficult. So I say, wow, okay, bon, I cannot stay here because I fall, I don't learn my tricks, I feel bad. Go back home, sleeping 2 hours, and wake up and say, okay, I won't go skate again. I go alone. I let my dog at the place for be more tranquil, chill. I skate 1 hour, and then I take a pleasure. And since this day, I skate like every day. If I'm not tired or the weather is good, I go skating. And when I go skating, I feel in love with rollerblading, and I like this. I like to share my passion. I like to meet people. I like to skate alone with my phone and just skating for myself. So yeah, I'm here about this right now. This is why I come back to rollerblading.
Okay. We will talk about that, about why you left too. We will need to speak about that. But okay. So I'm trying to build a timeline here. I'm sorry that
it's good. Then we can understand more.
So after Dallas, you became a professional skater. You had the support from Salomon.
Yes.
You were still not being paid. No company.
The people support me the most was the French team. Salomon only skate.
But even French team, did they give you any money?
No. It's very difficult to get. I don't know. The guy don't come to me. Say, okay, we pay you. And I'm not the guy at 16 years, or my family is not this job to say, hey, normally you must pay my son.
But were you in school?
I stopped the school at 15. When I come back to USA, I win the world championship. I said to my family, I want to be professional of rollerblading. I stop school. They say in France it's 16 years for stop school. If not, it's a little bit dangerous about the government. Yeah. I say, okay, I go a little bit, but I forget everything in the school. I have my skate in the bag. So every time kick out to the school, and my mom, very nice, say, okay, go, Stephane, go have fun. And then, yeah.
After that,
So no
2002, finishing school up until you were 16,
See,
became a professional skater.
yeah, skating like every week.
What was the professional skater doing? Were you going to competitions every weekend?
Every month, and I try to go USA like for 1 month because they have some ASA in
Who
San
was
Diego.
paying for that?
ASA, my family, they work a lot. They have a good situation in life. They work like 6 days or 7, 15 hours, so they make money. So for the children,
So they were paying your career.
they pay me, and me come back with the prize money. So I give back after the money to my family, and
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
that was good because when we can take off in USA at the Fargo Bank,
Yeah.
because you go to Fargo Bank, you take the money, and we go make shopping and come back with no money. After my mom say, no, you come with the check, you give me the check, I put, and if you need, I give you money. But I keep.
I have no idea. I have never been a world champion, neither professional or amateur. So I don't know. How much money do you make with that?
Around 15,000 every year. 50,000.
The first year in Dallas?
Yeah.
As an amateur?
I was since 10,000 to 20,000 during 5 years. Because after no more ASA. The LG started.
Yes,
and LG, the competition, not same money.
Yeah.
Good also, but start to go down.
But in Dallas, do you remember how much money you made?
I think in amateur we don't have money.
Okay.
No, I win money after in USA, but when I show my body to the picture, they take off me the money. When I do second place in LG Action Sport with Frankie Morales.
We'll get there. We'll get there. When I show my body is a good way to say it. When I say, we will tell you. There are some people that are not very happy with that. Some people blame you for some stuff. But
I understand the people. The people must understand also me, I think. But
we will get there. We will get there. Before that, before those LG games where you showed your body, you were making between 15 and 20, and you were giving your money back to your family.
Exactly.
And the trips, your family kept on paying them.
Yes.
Did you ever got like a proposal from any company to pay you before the incidents? Let's call it the incidents.
No, because I was with Salomon, and maybe I changed for rollerblade because Van Bokers, we start to talk because we travel, European team, and we meet. They speak to me about rollerblade company. I start rollerblade company. And
no money?
No, first they say you must to prove who you are. Okay, but so I skate maybe 6 months or 1 year and no more. So Kato from also Remedies, give me some skate. But the people often give you skates. It's very difficult to the people coming and say, okay, I want to support you because you can make a good for the company and we pay you. No, the people say, okay, we give you first material, skate and everything. We can maybe arrange some travel. If you do, at the time they don't have too much video, so we don't win money for video.
When did you skate it for Rams? Was that? Did you met Kato in Madrid?
It was in Europa first.
The competition that I remember, the competition that.
Oh, see.
What was that when you met Kato and he offered you to skate for Rams?
Maybe not this place, but around this time. I'm not. I lost a lot of my memory.
Okay.
But when I talk with people, they come back a little bit.
Okay. I'm trying to understand that because it's interesting.
For sure.
And what I'm trying to make here as a bridge is this is already after the X Games. This is already, as you said, after the ASA.
One time people, okay, now I think again, because when I was maybe on Rams or Razors, because after maybe Razors, Matthias Silan was on Razors or USD and I go to Razors.
Yes, that was around 2006.
Okay, it was on USD because I go to the USD team and they give me money, around €300 by the month. Okay. But this is 2008.
Okay, what I was trying to say here is, basically, I was trying to put it out there that at this time already after the ASA and after the X Games, because we're talking about after 2003.
See.
So at this time, I was a street skater. I was never a good ramp skater. I skate ramps nowadays mainly because my body holds it better than if I skate street, but I was more of a street skater.
Less impact you have is better.
Yeah, but me as a street skater, I was able to make money. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I was able to get a salary. And
Nice.
you, as the best
competitor with the media.
yes, but as the best ramp skater before the incidents, you were not able to make money. It's very
Maybe that's interesting for sure, because me, when I skating, I want to give all I have, so can take the risk to fall, want to make happy the people, and also want to have something back, you know.
like a showman.
Yeah, a little bit, and I want people to trust me and help me at my just valor.
Okay.
And during a lot of time, not too much, but after USD coming, Oli Bennett trust me, send me money, and a few months after, I was in LG Action Sport final,
Okay.
so then I lose everything.
Okay, so with that LG Action Sports, let's get there. So at this time, this was what year? 2005?
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
You said from 2003 you started making money. Every month, every year you would make, no, with the competitions you would bring back
see.
between 15 and 20,000.
And also I have do some movie. Enfin, I was like actor, cascador. With
Oh, for Taxi?
exactly.
How much did you make with that?
A lot, like 500, 600 a day, and you work just 2-3 hours, and then you waiting.
For how many days?
2 weeks easy, and you have everything: the money, food in extra, the good hotel in extra.
So you make like 10,000 clean.
Easy, yeah. Okay, 10, 15,000 in 2 weeks.
Okay. And was that after 18? Was it your money or your parents' money?
I don't remember, but yeah, my parents doesn't care.
No, you know, like
But
what I'm trying to say is that
I
if they
think-
gave you the money or for your parents.
Yeah, for sure. I was access to the money.
Okay. So what I'm trying to get here is like for that LG games,
See?
you're going to tell me what happened, but I'm just trying to understand before you tell me exactly what happened. Were you under any pressure to make a certain money? Because imagine you're telling me that you're making 15, 20,000 every year.
Yes, with competition, like people go and
You want to make you were not getting paid by a company. Yeah, $300 from USD.
so the only thing I have on back if is I make a good ice skating good, and the judgment, good or not good, I don't care right now. Voilà, give me back if I do first 2, 3, 5, I don't care, but I would like to like normal, not too much for people, not too much for me, and I feel we can talk a little bit later. I was feeling this, not just, not
fair.
not fair. So I'm a little bit a comportment. When I go up, I can go.
Do
up.
you still think it's not fair, or was it not fair? back
Yes, no, for sure it's not fair. I
Do
did
you-
not.
So, speaking about that first incident
See.
in like specific.
Because the competition is like jam session of 5 minutes, 6 rider or 4 rider, I don't remember exactly, David Sizemore, Frankie Morales, Brian Aragon, Brian Shima and me, and maybe one more. Every people did tricks, and already before the competition we asked to the judge, is it the jam session or is the best tricks? The judge said we don't really know, at the qualif was jam session, no, maybe they can be best tricks, we're not sure. Okay, so they already did.
So the information that the skaters had was
Not clear.
different from the one that the speakers, because the speakers, like the announcers.
Yeah, Loensberg, so talking about this.
I've said it was funny because I thought it was interesting. I was actually watching it again last night, and it was interesting when they said that you would not win because you were doing the exact same trick.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
And I don't understand. There's one part that I love Arlo, and I love.
me too.
I really
A
love
lot
and have a
respect.
lot of respect for Arlo. There's a part that I don't understand when they say that you're acting French. I don't think that's something that should be said on TV. It doesn't really matter where you're from.
Also,
I don't agree with what you did, but can you please tell us what were you feeling? So basically, you were saying that they said it was.
so what I feel it is I was on the final, so very happy. I already training myself and know what I need to do. One also of my best friends, Anthony Emar from Belgium, they have a Planet Park skate park now and was with me. We travel together. And they pushed me, and I was with my friends, so I was feeling good. I would like to enjoy the time. And I make my jam session, and I land everything. I land a 1260 on the fun box. The people cannot do 900. Only Brian Aragon and David Sizemore and maybe Chaz Sands also. But Chris Affi...
Frankie Morales could easily do a 900.
No, he fall it, I think. On the fun box, he fall
Okay,
it.
but I've seen him doing a lot of times. Okay.
Yes, he can do it, but
Not
this
on that
fun
one.
box was very difficult because not too much speed.
Okay.
For sure he can do it, Chris Affi also, but Chris Affi in the prelude, they start with a 900, they fall. Second run, they do 540, I think they fall again, but maybe feel no good this day because Chris Affi is Chris Affi.
Yeah.
So,
I get it. I don't think you have anything against any of them, but
No, yeah, I love all the riders. I have nothing to the bad because I like to watch skating people and we have the same passion. After in the life is different, voilà.
Okay.
So well, I land my 1260, I land a 450 true spin topsoul on the sub-box, I land a 360 stall on the big one, and I do after a 900. Then the camera start to cut me. I was skating, the camera stopped me and start to
how do you know that?
Because I saw the live. At the time, I didn't saw this.
Oh, okay.
But right now, I can maybe my feeling was, okay, I don't need to go to the, if I don't happy with the result, I don't go to the ceremony. I wait and I speak after. This is not good to show this kind of thing for the people and no good also for the skaters because it's like you don't respect the people. I know this right now.
Why do you think that happened? Do you think that's because you're not American?
Already 2 years, a kind of, but not the only reason. But like already 2 years before, I was with Eric Bailey. Eric Bailey in, I think in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
Already did second place and did a great run, perfect run. I was number 10, so the first to go at the qualification. He was the number 1. I stay first until the second run. He did a second run, but I don't know. We can watch and everybody can talk about this. But
is it online? People can watch it online?
Yes, for sure. The Manchester run we can watch, I think. I have my run. We can easily find of Eric Bailey, I think. So voilà, I already did also my run, like a perfect, no fall, 900, 360 royal or 360 front full torque on the big sub-box, the only one to do 360 grind on this sub-box, make 720, skate every ramps, and finish with a true spin Mizu on the big high. I was happy because I didn't do true spin Mizu, but I didn't like do topsoul or back royal.
I need to tell you right away, like Eric Bailey is someone that I could say is a friend of mine. I love Eric Bailey skating, but that doesn't matter. Like,
very good.
He's
like
amazing. He's an amazing skater, but I don't know.
But the judge must bet the difference about skating the day of the competition and after and before. It's not because we are good or we're skating good. If you miss one trick or if you do just a topsoul and the people do 360 topsoul and everything is the same or a little bit more, okay, they have the style. Because every time they speak about style or I don't know what. And I say, what do you have about my style? What I need to change if I want to win one day? And I already talked during 2 years. And when I was in 2008 at the ceremony, I say no, because I start rollerblading with passion and with love and to share people and to be legal, fair. And I was feeling this not fair. So I would like block everything. I would like block everything because I feel very bad. I still skating 10 years after, but if I stopping during 2 years, because the rollerblading make me a lot of bad things, and I was angry about rollerblading and people at the end. And I was start to go to the event for talking bad and maybe fight or not the good vibe. So I say, Stephane, stop. No, and I'm happy today because I come back with the good vibe and I don't care about people what they think and I have nothing to prove. I just want to make a soul or something, the people like it, I like it. I don't care about the result. Maybe the only thing I want at the competition is pass the qualification, go to the final with my friend.
I don't care about the results, but I want to go to the final.
I want to share until the end with my friend the competition.
You know what I've learned a couple of years ago?
So,
you know what I've learned? I was never 1/10 as good as you are. But something that I've learned is, for me, competition is not a thing for 2 reasons. For one reason,
right
mainly.
now I understand maybe.
The main reason
way.
for me is it makes me stress about something that I love. Meaning that I'm always the person, if you do something, I'm going to be the happiest person on earth celebrating that you landed something.
Yes.
But now in a competition when I'm fighting, and I've never won anything big. I did won the one that you were in Madrid, like street skating.
See,
but in
it's
ramps,
battle.
in ramps, I did won some stuff in Portugal and stuff. But one thing that I hate is to be there waiting for my friend to miss his trick
Me too, right now,
for
when
me to win.
Exactly.
I can't take it. Meaning that. Here's the two things that I was saying at first.
Me, I don't. Did you say you look about your friend? You want they miss for
yes,
you?
like yes.
Okay,
imagine
I'm not like
no,
this.
but I'm not like that either, and that's
but you
those are
feel
that's
maybe.
the two things that I don't like. One of them being, if I'm about to win, expecting the other one, which is my friend, to miss something so that I win. Of course, I should win because I'm better, of course. But if he misses, and then the second thing is me being frustrating because I'm trying to be the best that I can and I was not able to do that. And me being frustrated with what I love, these are the two things that make me not want to compete. So I've decided to myself, I don't want to compete. I'll be in places, I'll support everyone, I'll celebrate everyone's
But
landing
no
tricks.
passion, only passion.
But no passion. For me, that's what I am. But you are a different type of skater. Everyone is different. Huh? I also have
Me, I am a competitor.
I have a
always
theory.
like-
I have a theory about
I
what
was
you,
a competitor.
a competitor. Yeah, I have a theory about what happened. Maybe you felt it more than other people. I will talk about that, but I'm going to ask you one more thing
I have the strong
about
body.
about the incident. We're talking about the first incident, and for anyone watching these, if they don't know exactly what happened, do you want to tell people what happened on that day? So you didn't
The
won
Scorpion one or the 540 fall?
the date of the 540. So
Yeah.
you were basically saying
I can say what I'm feeling.
yeah. So basically, let me tell you what I've seen.
See?
That was the whole run. You were thinking, from what you just told me, you were thinking it was a jam session. It was apparently a bass trick. So you did the trick, and this is what everyone else is thinking because that's what they saw and the commentators say it. So Frankie did a 540, second try. You went there. You also did a second try. He then tried the 900.
He tried 900.
He didn't land, which is
Wow.
crazy.
For sure, one more
It's
try,
crazy.
he landing.
Yeah, that was crazy. But anyway, you did all the other tricks, but it was a bass trick. So you ended up not winning.
About this,
What was going in your head for you to do what you did?
but I didn't know if it's best tricks or jam session. So I was thinking, I do some big tricks, so maybe I must be first. But I'm not judge. And today, the judge, I respect what they did. Everybody makes something. But in the past, I would like to be judged because I'm professional and me, when I learned everything and I saw Frankie jump from the sky in 540, I say, whoa, no, it's first.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, Stephane, go upstairs. And I don't do this before. So I go too much in the right size.
I've seen it.
I jump, I fall. And me, when I do a last competition of the year, I don't care. I can go in the ambulance, I will give everything. So I jump, I have so much lucky because nothing
Yeah, I know.
from 3 or 4 meters. And I wake up early and I say, okay, do one more time. You have last chance. Let's go. I go up. Then I saw Brian Aragon also would like to try it. And some people at the night when we have a drink, because they talk also, not bad, but they don't appreciate Brian Aragon also do the same tricks. The people don't understand. And me, I say, hey, we are on the skate park. People do 900. I do that. You can do 900. If you do a transfer in Royal in the rail, you can do the same or try in Soul.
Yes, I get it.
But in 540 over there, I don't want to do 720. I don't want to do front flip. Maybe 180, but 180 for nothing. So I do the same for be equal to him. And maybe the tricks before, if it's jam session, will working because during the jam session, Frankie land 2 or 1 big tricks, but not too much. They have 5 or 6 tricks each. Me, I land the 5 or 6 tricks. Jorge Morales did, maybe they did the 9 on the fun box at the final, I don't remember. But they did a nice 540 alley-oop soul to some transfer on the spine, maybe on 5 or 9. They did a few good tricks during the jam.
But you
opinion,
felt that you were better.
I felt, voilà. So when I listen the result, and the bad thing is before the result, I already think negative. I was pretty sure I will not be first because Frankie did the big one first. If they say best tricks, for sure it's Frankie, they must win. I'm okay with this. But what's the problem to do the same tricks of Frankie? The people, the public may love it. When the people saw me try the same, the people don't think, maybe no good, you do the same tricks. The people say, wow. And then I fall and I go again, and the people make noise for do it again. So I think that's not good. Arlo Ensberg talking about some kind of this, and the people watch this in the home don't think this is good. And also Arlo Ensberg, when I did 1260, they said 1080. It's not possible to do 1080 if you land in Faki, you know. So I don't know if you didn't see.
It's hard to be like I've been a commentator of the World Roller Games in Barcelona.
It's difficult to.
It's hard to judge on time, and sometimes you call tricks differently. And I'm not defending anyone; it's just what it is. I may agree with some things that were done that way that day. I may not agree. But what you've done there was a bit hard for a lot of people, especially because it was being televised.
Exactly.
A lot of people
said before.
A lot of people still blame you, and
for sure,
people blame you from skating not being on TV anymore. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's the real reason?
I know after this, if I have a company or if I am a skater, I saw the people do this. Not good, you know, at all. Because it's not a good thing to show to the people, and the people in all life don't be like negative. If I am not agree with the result, just take time and relax and go speak, and next time different or don't different. But we must not, I have learned this, waiting something from the people. Every people is different, every people have the idea. I'm not judge, the people is judge. If these people today would like to prefer Frankie Morales, I must accept, and I'm second, and that's all. Yeah. But at this time, I was after maybe a few years, I tell you 2 years before, I was also not very happy with the result when Eric Bailey take first, but I love Eric Bailey, don't worry. Eric Bailey come after, I was on cry too, because I was a kid, I want to be world champion. And he comes to Stephane, no, everything is okay, it's a passion, don't worry. I say, yeah, thank you, but So I understand the people. The people also must understand me also with the pressure. When you get pressure, maybe you lost your head.
Yes, and the pressure will go crazy. Yeah. I've done my things. And I was never in that position. I remember getting mad at a skateboarder at the park and throwing the board somewhere, but I was not being on TV, you know. I was never in the same position where you were. And I'm not defending you or saying that you're right or wrong. It's not.
You asked me the question
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say here is that no one ever learned, no one was ever coached to be in any situation like that.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, now
I don't have manager. I don't. That's my way, you know. I don't make a school of this.
Yes.
I do crazy tricks. I fall. Okay. And
maybe if there would be managers like we have in other sports, people learn how to act in certain situations.
Me. Say keep calm. Maybe you must do this. Trust me. And
you know, I was telling you that I have my theory about some things that happened around that era. Let me tell you that.
Tell me.
So, why do you think skating left the X Games?
Me? Why?
Yeah, you personally, why do you think skating left?
I think about the company. Because when they make the meeting, the BMX people, the skateboarding people, the motocross, all the sports pay and support the X Games with a lot of money. Okay. Because they have more sale, or I don't know. When you're doing the competition in professional, in rollerblading, you win $10,000 for the first place. If you do skateboarding or all the sports, it's $30,000. Okay. So three more. So I think the people here say, okay, the two reasons. First, about the money, because the company maybe must support the competition like this, because the organizer of the X Games, maybe they need that's fair for all the people, and also because the picture of the rollerblading maybe also, and also, but I think it's funny, is because the top three is like 3 European people, like Bruno.
Let's talk about that.
and
That's what I wanted to get.
Yes.
So, okay, here's the thing. About the first thing that you
And
said.
Carlos Pianowski on the before.
The first thing that you said about the companies supporting the X Games, I don't think I agree with that, because at the end of the day, the X Games was a ESPN company, and the ESPN, they never really, from what I know, they didn't live from the core sponsors. It was not because Rollerblade or Salomon or Fox for motocross or Birdhouse from skateboarding. I don't think it was that. It was the really big companies like the Coca-Colas, the Mountain Dews, all those big that would put the money. Now, all those sponsors, they were national sponsors. They were USA national sponsors. And now when you're talking about, they are creating heroes. And that's what the X Games wanted. The X Games had Travis Pastrana in motocross. They have Dave Mirra. They had Tony Hawk in skateboarding.
Exactly.
They were all Americans.
Yeah.
Who was the Dave Mirra from rollerblading or for inline skating?
The most good skater is Jaren Grob, win the most, but
Takeshi Yasutoku.
And
that's the Japanese brothers. And in my opinion, that's why they took street skating, but they still kept the vert skating for one more year.
Exactly.
Why? Because the companies were still happy to put the money for those heroes. But at the end of the day, there was no American heroes. And I have nothing against American skaters. Jaron Grob was amazing. He probably didn't have the best run on the last 2-3 events.
Monster, for sure.
He is amazing. And like Aaron Feinberg was amazing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of very amazing skaters, probably not having the best day on the X Games, and the Europeans, Sven was killing it. Bruno was killing it. You were killing it. So there was no American heroes, and the local sponsors decided to, well, why am I putting money in a sport
if America is not on the high?
Yeah. Anyway, this is a theory.
I think also same of you. The number 3 when I told you, I was thinking.
I always
that.
see people saying that skating was going smaller. Skating will go smaller when the big sponsors pull out. Always. If right now Nike goes out of skateboarding, Nike or if Nike or Adidas go out of skateboarding right now, they will feel it. So we never had Nike or Adidas on inline skating, but they had all these big companies. We had big companies putting money into all these prize monies and all that. But let's get out of these competition things in the US, where I think we addressed the problem. I think you justified the reason. Again, I don't agree with it, but you kind of lost your head. But like, you lost your head again, and you lost your head again in Europe with one person that everyone loves. It's a really good friend of mine. Yeah. We're talking about Jojo Jacoby. Exactly. I was staying with Jojo the day, at the first Winter Clash. I stayed at his house. We went together to the.
They really like what they did, and they did for friends and for rollerblading, because
from day one,
so much event, and they have so much problem, and he keep doing, and he's still doing, and.
When was the first time you had a problem with Jojo? Because the big problem you had with Jojo
in Germany.
Was that the first? Was it in Berlin?
Only one, yes.
Okay, but people online say that you've been forbidden from competing on Winter Clash twice.
Okay, I don't remember the first or the second time.
No. Was it more than one? I don't know.
Because I win in Mulhouse in 2007, I think.
You got second in 2006, and then you went back.
So everything was okay.
Let me tell you, that 720 corkscrew to Seoul from here to the moon. I still don't understand both shins landing.
I like the kind of this transfer to fly it, go fast, and
basically this guy from here, he got corkscrew 7 or whatever that was, and then he landed both shins right in front of me. I was like, what am I gonna do? He was good. His stand-up is good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, so 2006 you got second, 2007 you won. Winter Clash kept on growing, grew to the point that Yo-Yo thought it would be good for inline skating to go to a much bigger place. So Yo-Yo rented the A2, I think it's called A2.
Some stadium.
Yeah, the A2 arena in Berlin. It costed a lot of money. He rented ramps. He tried to get a lot of sponsors. He didn't get enough sponsors, and he had to put a lot of his own money, counting on people to pay for the entrance and a lot of stuff to happen. That didn't really happen. So at the end of the day, he got in a very bad situation.
People make time to trust him or support him.
Yes.
They say, okay, maybe expensive or maybe next time, but yeah.
But during that competition, I'm sure that Yo-Yo was also under pressure. But what happened? What happened that day? What was the problem that you and Yo-Yo had?
It was something stupid, because me, I didn't care. I was over there and I think tired, sick, and I didn't make a good thing, so no qualify. But I saw some friend of me from Paris, Romain Godner, and like a machine, and they did a good thing, but maybe the style I can understand is different. It's like a robot, and they make crazy tricks.
I like Roman skating, and I understand what you mean. Like he has a different style.
Voilà. And for that stupid thing, I saw him now in the final, and I would like take part of this.
So you went there to fight with, tell Yo-Yo, asking that?
Yeah, why Roman out? He says, Stephane, chill, I'm not the judge. If you want go to the judge, go talking to the judge. I can understand. And me, for sure, stupid, I know, but right now I'm not the same. I have do some bad thing.
But what have you done that day? So that day?
I take off this cap, take off the badge. I don't fight him, but I take some cigarette, was not good to him. But no fight.
But was it allowed to smoke inside or?
No, for sure, no.
But were you smoking next to him or something?
Exactly, I was like a kind of gangster. I don't know how to explain in English.
Yeah, but I get it. Yeah.
But I'm not happy about this also. After this, we talk because he is coming for speaking the fees a lot of time in China, in everywhere in the world. And we meet at the skate park and at the bar at the night. And I said to him, I'm sorry, Jojo, I respect you. What I did is no good. I'm very sorry. And Jojo, like the most relaxed guy, he says, Stephane, don't worry, it's the past. Okay, I can understand. Nothing bad happened. Okay, let's have a beer. I said, wow, thank you, Jojo, but I needed to talk to you to tell me sorry, because I understand.
That's amazing. I never knew about that.
Okay, well, you can maybe have a discussion with Yo-Yo, but I said the real thing.
Okay, that's good. And tell me, is it true that you have been banned from Winter Clash for life?
No, and for sure, no banned. I was banned a little bit for the fees, little bit.
What happened there? I didn't know that.
But Winter Clash, Yo-Yo said to me, we will see next year. But next year, I think I would like to come. Or maybe he tell me, okay, Stephane, wait 1 year or 2 years. But he said this. He don't say you banned forever. He say, chill, 1 year, 2 years, keep calm, and come back. You are the welcome. I already did one time in maybe 2015. Or
okay. Where was that one?
Eindhoven.
Of course, Eindhoven.
Oh, yeah, 40 or 16. I don't remember exactly the date. And right now, I have sent also message to Yo-Yo Jacobi and also to the organizer of Bitter Cold Showdown for say, guys, I'm back to skate. I have stopped 2 years. I feel good. I like this. I don't want pressure. I only want share. I find the love back to rollerblading. Can I come to your event? If it's okay, I am the more happy people. If it's not okay, I understand you. I will stay at home in the live with a beer and chill. And the both of the people, Yo-Yo Jacobi and Bitter Cold Showdown people, ask me, Stephane, you're the welcome. Don't worry about that. It's past. And the guy from USA, little bit amazing, he let me the choice. He said, okay, Stephane, I understand this, but we don't take a choice for you. If you feel good, coming. If you don't feel good, you think maybe you will be crazy, you can also come and look or just stay home. Just let me know how do you feel, and I trust you. Because my friend Julian Kudo go there, so I want to this year travel a lot and have a good memory.
Let me make you one question. If you're going to go ever to the Blading Cup, would you compete in veterans or in open?
Hey, I think in pro. Yeah.
You still feel like a pro?
Yes, I want to push myself.
Okay.
And in pro, I have more friends. In veteran, it's like,
You don't want to have friends. You want to win.
no, I tell you, I don't.
You
care
want to show
about
your
the
bum.
win.
You want to show your ass to your friends again.
I don't care about the result. I was make my first competition in Nantes in a big festival, and first I come for make the category veteran. The name was a legend. I say I can win maybe legend competition. But in the road, the people ask me because I need registration before they close. I take 5 minutes and I say, no, Stephane, let's do in professional because you have Julian Kudo, Diaco Diaby, Nicolas Servi, all my best friends right now.
And then he did a corkscrew 720 to Seoul, my friends.
Long time away. This week I did 360 Seoul, but I fall and very bad for my back.
Was that a couple weeks ago?
Exactly. I talk about this one right now. And then after I go to Belgium, to maybe the best skate park for me in Europe, after Corby in England, in Bruxelles, and we did a Halloween jam session.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It was crazy.
You won?
Yeah, I won. I was on fire.
In veterans?
More than 18. No professional, just more than 18.
Tell me something. I want you to tell me about 2 things. One, even the dog came to here, huh? Even Deco came here.
I like dog. It's my power. I have one too.
720 Seoul, corkscrew Seoul. What was going through your head? I do remember.
On the rail.
I do remember. I went, maybe you remember, 2006, me and Albert Hui have been invited to go to the NL contest.
Okay.
The year that you wanted to do the flat spin Seoul. I remember you telling me, I can do it. You didn't land it that year.
No, I don't think.
But
I did 360 Seoul on the NL contest.
But a couple years later,
I did in Halleup Seoul.
a flat spin alley Seoul?
Si,
in the same rail?
In Le Mans, in skate park in France, during practice, during tour.
Okay. And then corkscrew 720 Seoul.
Exactly.
What was happening? What was going through your head?
I was on the mountain. I was working at the winter on the mountain and start skiing. So I was like in trust. I have a big thing and I do a big jump. So when I come back for the first competition after 3-4 months of skiing, I was feel like, wow, my feet is so easy, I can jump easy. And I already learned a lot of 720 corkscrew in skiing all the winter. So more complicated, you must push it, go far away, minimum 5 meters to 8 after tranquille. And you have the ski, so complicated. So when I come to the competition, I do 540 through spin top Seoul, 540 backside Savannah, 360 Seoul, disaster. And I would like go more. And I say, yeah, I get the 720. Like easy because I do 1,000 of time. So I did 720.
You know exactly where your feet gonna be.
Yeah. But I did maybe 10 or 12 times. I don't land first or 2 or 3 times. I do a lot of try. But with safe, not bad fall. Maybe 1 or 2 with the tibia, but the other was okay. And
do you spin both ways?
I can when I did a disaster.
Hurricane topsail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of it like you're doing a gap hurricane topsail bigger than most people would do it with the regular spin. It's switch spin.
Yeah, I'm easy with the fly.
Can you switch 720 like transfer on a quarter?
I have learned in the past, but I stop it because they make me a wrong way to the normal one.
Oh, okay. So he kind of like pushes you off under the right.
Yeah, I have tried flat spin also, but one time flat spin on spine, I fall very hard on the copying. So I said, don't need to do switch.
No more flat spins?
See, but in normal.
Okay. And you're not just the king of competitions and the king of transition. You're the king of scorpions. What happened with that scorpion?
Oh,
I've never seen. What happened after that scorpion?
I sleeping. I wake up in the car of the ambulance.
Okay.
And because when you want to see the real story?
Yeah.
I was the last weeks of the jam session. I drop it.
Where was that?
In Canet-en-Roussillon, in south of France, for the FIS competition. Like they have some good rider, Roman Gonner, Roman Abra, Jeremy Melik, maybe Julian. And the last tricks of the competition, and I go the speed. And when I go down, they have a wind coming to me. At this time, we can saw on the picture, when I take the speed, I lose a little bit.
The corner.
Exactly. I already think I will have no speed for jumping. I am thinking to Carlos Pianowski because he did sometimes like this. He's not go too far and he landing on the flat and go down. For sure he did it, I remember. Yeah. I said, okay, Stephane, let's try it. You can do it. and I go, but my feet no good. I fall, I see nothing. I put the hand on the ground. I wake up 15 or 10 minutes later. My friend was very scary. And when I wake up, I feeling good. I have nothing bad. So I have my teeth go out of my skin, but they come back. They no broken. I have the face okay, but nothing broken. Just 1 week here, the minute. And I talk to the people. I say, hey, what time is it? Because I remember what's happened, you know. And they say, after this, they have maybe the best tricks. That was the last tricks. I have maybe the best tricks. I want to do the best tricks. They say, man, calm down.
Even Alex, that it's there. You should have seen Alex, but you guys don't see it because Alex is there. And Alex is looking at it. And I see Alex's eyes open. And then they go,
yeah, because when I wake up, my feet and my arm was okay. So I say, okay, Stephane.
Did you do it?
No. The girl.
They didn't allow you?
No, they
of
say.
Course.
And I go outside. I say, okay, let me just wake up and how I feel.
But don't ask your friends because I know that your friends will tell you, go.
You can do it. I go outside. I look the skate park. I feel a little bit wine. I say, wow, okay, sorry. Please, can I go sleep?
Yeah.
Take care of me. And after I go to the hospital 1-2 hours and I go back and have a drink for enjoy life. Because after a big fall or big tricks, I enjoy life with friends.
For someone that loves flying so much, have you ever tried the mega ramp?
Yes, but you must be very perfect.
What happens?
The
when
transition. What's happened is, I push too much, and I go on the flat. Very bad fall.
Like, what do you mean by flat?
If you go down
on the quarter pipe.
On the half pipe, yeah.
Yes.
Quarter pipe.
And the ramp and the jump on the mega ramp.
Yes, I love this, but I didn't do a lot. Yes, I have make my home skate park.
I know that. We'll get there in a second. But
garden, and so I did it like 5-8 meters, but with airbag, so it was not strong, so complicated with the feet. You can break easier.
Fall, yeah.
I like it, but maybe it's too much. When I saw Chris Affe do 32 meters, and I say, wow, I want to try it. I try maybe some smaller than 15 meters. I say, wow, you must be perfect. If you fall at a landing, like a bad fall. When I saw, what's the name of the American guy did it also in Woodward? Maybe...
which one of them?
They did with Disaster Grind.
Dave Lang.
It's
insane. And did Disaster Grind 270 out.
Yeah. So this is.
He also did a cool one. He landed it and then he flat spin. He landed flat and then flat spin 5 to the down part, like from here, from flat spin 5.
Okay,
But I've seen that Julien Coudeau is doing flat spins flat now. So.
And also the double spin, I would like to try, but I'm not.
Oh, you never tried the double flip?
No, never tried. The first was Roman Abrat in France, I think. The double kangaroo, sorry.
Yeah.
And then Julien Coudeau come fast away with double cork, double multi, and some Korean guys also did it. Enfin, a few guys like Daniel Osena, the future of rollerblading.
He's the present. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Danilo. You are the present. You are the present. Much respect to you.
Yeah. And
keep going.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he was close to win at the last competition.
You did. What was your biggest spin? 1440?
No, 1260. I stopped to 1260.
Okay. Did you ever try more than that?
I have tried, but I didn't take a lot of time to learn it. So I spin a little bit, but I was not easy, and I was happy with 1260. Because after, if you do 1440...
You land forward, it's really hard.
I don't like... the spins start to be not very beautiful.
Yeah.
And 15 years ago, we take care of the steel. We don't like to do like this. We try to... but 1080, I love it, but I need to practice again. It's one of the tricks. It's very difficult, more than 1260, I think.
Tell me one thing. After, we're talking about 98. After 24, almost 25 years related to skating, you only had one pro product. Or do you add more than that?
The Celtic frame.
Yes.
Exactly, I have one Celtic frame.
Did you ever add any other signature model or any other proposal for anything? Did anyone ever offer you a pro skate or a pro?
No, we didn't talk about this. Déjà, happy to connaître the guy from Celtic. Thanks a lot to him. And Joey Egan also, Connor. to propose me to make this. I have won something in the industry of rollerblading. It's it's a good thing. But no more. But it's okay. I like to represent the skate of France.
I need to make you 2 more questions because I'm curious about it. If you haven't been getting paid to skate, but you've been putting everything into skating, how have you been living? Have you been working, or what have you been able to do?
I tell you, I was living in my family place. So this is a big spend money, not spending
Of
money.
course.
And I do competition, I do the movie, I do some show also. I work a lot with the fees during a few years. And the fees help you to the competition. Like they pay you the ticket if you're on the top 5. And before I win money at the prize money and put again for the next competition. I take it, I put it, I take it, I put it.
So you invested back. But when did things go sour with fees? When did things went wrong? What happened with fees? Why did you got banned from fees?
It was also about the judgment. I have a problem with judgment in the past. So now,
But that was like Joe Higgin and your friends, right?
yeah, kind of. And we talk it, and he said, I don't understand you, Joe. If you know, Matthew Inline or Joe Atkinson is stylish, man. You landing, but not perfect. So today I was prefer the clean sheet. I said, okay, but why I do 900 or 1260? I will do just 720 cleaning. He said, yes. I said, yeah, but I don't like ride like this. But maybe next time I will try to ride clean.
But why did they ban you? Did you fight with anyone?
No, because I at the final of BMX, when they give the result of rollerblading, this is the most famous moment of the fees. You have maybe 50,000 people or maybe more, and the live. And I go see Momo Silla, have the mic, I take the mic and I speak. I say, the fees, it's me. I must be top 3 or top 5. I'm the fees. And
you took the microphone?
Yeah, and the people start to hoo and send me something, and I say, okay, I don't care of you, you don't do roll-up. Enfin, voilà, I do something like this, and so they say, wow, before the final.
How long ago was that?
The same years of, I think around 2000, I think it was before 2008 or just after. I'm not sure, but it was 2006, 7 or...
Were you high or something? Were you smoking a lot of weed or something? Or was it just like...
No, but I'm a people...
It's something that you really believe.
I need to... now it's okay because I'm more bigger. But when I was younger, I'm exciting people. I cannot control myself when something coming to me.
Yeah.
When I think something coming to me is not good. I just want
did
to...
you ever, sorry to make you this question, don't get me wrong, and this is, I think it's nowadays it's perfectly normal to speak about, but did you ever spoke with anyone about it? Because like nowadays it's very common for people to go through therapy, because like, you know, a lot of people cannot control their
This is the difficulty, yeah. This is why I stopped skating and I take a long time. People sometimes tell me, Stephane, maybe you must go make a therapy for take off of the thing, the people must help you. I said, no, I want to find the way by myself. And I didn't find by myself. I find with my friend, because some friends of me, I already said before, take time to try to say, Stephane, cool, you must be positive, not
Rest
negative.
on the mountain.
Exactly. My mom also, we don't care, Stephane, you do what you love. Keep going, you don't care about the result, you have nothing to prove. I say, okay, and it took me a long time to understand. And I hope and I think today I understand.
Are you 100% sure that you're like...
Exactly.
Like, if I'm going to be a judge, I don't want to be killed. Huh?
Joe Atkinson tell me this and Matthew Henman after. I stopped judging Stephane because now you speak too much after competition. Too much pressure. I said, okay, sorry.
I guess we're good. What's coming next? You just said that you got a house. You've been skating more and more and more. You said you're trying to go to Bitter Cold Showdown.
See.
Other projects, other plans.
Next, it's easy way. It's like Monday, so the 21 November. I go meet Julian Kudo in Cancun. We stay 1 month in Cancun for skating.
Oh wow!
The people already organize something waiting for us. Then after Cancun, the 20th of December, we're going to Sao Paulo, and we stay 1 month to Sao Paulo, Rio, Curitiba, the city of Carlos Pianowski.
Yeah, Curitiba.
Curitiba.
Yeah.
So that's my plan, and The
And skate with the Nilo, huh?
Exactly, for
Wow.
sure. Well,
The
Julian
three- the
Kudo,
three of you.
Nilo. We must make a small video
A small video?
for share to the people. Make me good motivation.
Okay.
This is the only thing I want. Have fun, share the passion today. I don't wait anything, and I want also to invest myself to the rollerblading. Try to push up the thing. The only difficulty right now, it's okay, I'm good to skating for the moment. Everything is okay. I hope everything will be good the next day and every day. The only thing, if I'm not really good, I don't have learned to sell myself or to sell an event, because I want to organize a big event in my city this summer, but this summer already don't have really time. I will do a small one for starting, and I would like to organize a big festival and go the road again in France with the bus, because that's my life. Impro tour, I love to travel.
We didn't speak about improv tour.
And we make like during maybe 15 years, we travel all over the Europe, minimum 1 month, 1 day, the last one in 2017 with Kevin Simon and other friend. We make 2 months and a half. We make maybe 12,000 kilometers, and from the start to the end, skating, driving, everything. So that's a good plan, but I think this impro tour was too much unprofessional for find sponsor. It was too much.
D'accord. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Come here.
D'accord.
Okay, sorry, you can...
And it's good to have a dog in the tour. They give you a good vibe. So right now I would like to do like a lot of things, like professional and clean. Like my skating also right now, I just want to be clean. I don't care to do 360 soul or soul. I just want to like what I did and do it good.
The judges need to be happy.
Yes, this is the problem in Nantes. My friends saw I do the disaster soul like in 2 or 3 try, and it's difficult little bit disaster soul. Only 1 people did it 5 years ago from Nantes.
And then they look at you, where's the 360?
And I do it, and they say, hey, Stephane, do 360. I say, no, guys, I don't come for this. I'm already happy to do in soul. Yeah, but you make easy. You have it in 360. I say, yeah, but I understand you, but it's different, the fall. I wait 2 minutes, and I say, okay, they have true. Stephane, let's do it. And I do it, and I make it, but too much in the back, maybe not the good balance, or my feet are not muscle. And I fall in my back during 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I was hurting. And the guy say, wow, go again.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I try again, but fake. Just no pressure. 360, the ride was...
It's too good. I tried again with fake. Question. Do you have a plan B? So it's like, we're talking about someone like you that, like, imagine, it's you. Like, you go crazy on skates. And we know that at the level of skating where you are, things can go wrong. And what I mean by plan B is...
By a fall.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if... you just told me that now you had a fall and your back hurts.
Yes, can
for
go
a lot
quickly.
longer. It's taking longer. So you've been doing a lot of skating. You've been trying to do your whole life around skating. You stopped for 2 years, but you're back. If things go wrong, what you gonna see yourself doing if it's not skating?
I will go to Thailand, open a small skate park in a snack on the beach, and enjoy life.
Yeah, but you're still opening a skate park. Do you think if you have a skate park, you're not gonna skate?
I don't care, because I have 2 best people in Fréjus, like Lelon and JB, and they help me a lot. We live on the skate park. We also have a house, so the people already sleep over there, and they build, they feel good. So I want to be on the sunny place with chilling people, and so I will do 2, 3, 4, 5 years skating, the most time I can, not until 50. I will do, but not crazy like right now.
That's what I was going to ask. Can you not imagine yourself? Look at skateboarding. Look at Steve Caballero.
Yes, why not?
Look at like even like Dennis McCoy and BMX. Those guys, they're not killing themselves anymore. But they're doing it, and with the basics that they have, they can be good. They can live from
just
it.
Keeping the passion.
Yeah.
But one thing also I like at this moment to think when I go skating, I don't say, okay, today I will go 360 disaster, or I will do a lot of tricks, I need video. I just go and skating, like chilling session. This is my world when I go skating, not, okay, today we do banger. No, we go chilling session. And when we skate, you are happy because you do it better. If you think like a competition going and do I need this, and you fall it, mentality is not very good sometimes. You can lose energy or power. This is my kind of thinking.
Okay, I think you know what? I think we're coming to an end. I want to go and see. I want to see your chill session. We have a skate park outside. Exactly. I want to see what this guy called a chill session.
Let's go chill.
So, thank you everyone so much for watching this up until now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks to you.
I think this interview that we did right here is very important. To be fully honest, I don't think I'm anything out of this world, but I think it's going to be very important for the image that people have
to me
of yourself.
Exactly.
And hopefully, I really hope that, as you've been telling me, I really hope that this time out of skating and all these years of experience have changed the troublemaker that some people call Stephane Alfano. And again, I'm being fully honest with you. I never had a problem with you. I know you for a long time. You have always been very respectful to me. But again, there's people that are really good friends of mine that had problems with you. So all I can hope is that everything, as you said, is just where you want it and where you are telling me that things are. Because at skating, dude, yes. Even yesterday, I was asking a couple of people about questions, people that know you really good, and people just said, ask him about the time that Brian Arrogant said that he was the best transition skater of all time. Well, I'm not going to ask you about...
the best thing you can...
I'm not going to ask you about that because it's like the truth is, I'm sure
for me, he's also the best skater. He was so clean in skate park, so big in the street also, do banger. Yeah.
But the truth here is that is he the only one thinking that you're yes, he is probably one of your favorites of all time, but there's a lot of people out there that will have the same opinion. So I'm going to end these with I need to bring 2 more questions. Sorry guys. With 2 more questions, they are simple. One of them is what do you think of Ty Chris jump? It's like honestly, what do you think of Ty Chris jump from the Eiffel Tower?
It's a good idea. A good idea for maybe push the rollerblading.
Yeah, but technically, because people think that there was
That's
fell.
Crazy. That's very difficult because when you jump already from 8 meters or 7 or 10, I don't know exactly, and you land on the big ramp like this, after 10, 20 meters, you have the pressure. And this, you must have the feet for do it. But for me, he's not landing. He landing at 50% because at the more time of the pressure at the end, he fall because they say they don't have a speed for
enough space
for stop it. But that maybe the difficult moment, the harder part.
Like that's where the G's come. And the second and last question to finish this: who's your favorite skater of all time? Favorite skater? Can be right now, it can be 20 years ago.
Julian Kudo, if he's right now and he's here since long time, do street, do half pipe, do skate park.
He's the world champion.
He's the world champ, so it's easy to say Julian Kudo.
Good. And he is a good friend.
See you soon.
And that's it. Thank you so much for this. Thank you to everyone who watched it up until now. And yeah, this is it. This is not a podcast. This is an interview, and I'm sure that a lot of people out there will enjoy it.
It's only the start. Let's go up, all the way up.
Thank you guys, and see you soon.